Yo, what up out there, everybody on YouTube? This is your boy, E-Thriller, aka Ham Rothstein, checking in with another video that will be posted on YouTube, IG, Facebook, and beyond on all social media platforms, right? So let's get right into it. We got a big fight tonight. Exhibition match between Iron Mike Tyson, formerly known as the baddest man on the planet, going up against Pensacola's finest in Roy Jones Jr. Both of these guys are Hall of Famers. Both of these guys were at the pinnacle of the sport in their respective primes. Both guys are exciting fighters to watch. But of course, both guys are a lot older now, and they don't look the same. They don't box the same, or none of that, none of that shit really, right? But I'm still intrigued by this fight, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I never thought I would see the day that this fight would take place in a million years. Now, even when they were in their respective primes, they were never in the same weight class. There were talks and rumblings of them may or may not fighting at light heavyweight and shit like that, but it never materialized, right? But now we're here in 2020, which has been a crazy year. I mean, oh my God. You want to talk about 2020, man. It's been a very fucked up year. But sticking to the topic, Roy Jones Jr. versus Mike Tyson tonight. I think it starts at 8. Of course, it's on pay-per-view or Triller or whatever the case may be on the app. Of course, I'm going to watch it, and that's why I'm here. I'm here to give you guys my pre-fight prediction. Now, before I get into what I'm about to get into, I just want to make sure that each and every one of you like this video, drop a comment below and let me know who y'all picking and why. Hit that notification bell right down there to the right so you can get subbed and notified each and every time I drop a banger on my YouTube channel, Instagram, and Facebook and beyond at E-Thriller or Ham Rothstein, right? But here are some of the rules. And it's very interesting because I didn't know some of these rules were in effect. And it's kind of changing my prediction right on the spot. First one, this bout would take place in over 8 rounds with 2 minutes per round, right? The boxers will not be required to wear headgear. What? Tyson and Jones will be wearing 12-ounce gloves, and if either boxer suffers a bad cut, the exhibition is over. Tyson and Jones had to undergo complete medical testing in order to be cleared for the bout, and both athletes entered the VADA testing prior to the contest. Yo, now, I didn't know that they weren't going to wear headgear. I thought that they had to wear headgear. That changes everything for me. That changes my prediction, y'all, right on the spot. I ain't even going to cap. You know what I'm saying? So if they not wearing headgear, and if Mike Tyson really comes out with the attitude of showing everybody that he has something to prove, because let's be honest, Mike Tyson hadn't looked so hot in his last couple. When was the last time he fought it? Like what? I can't even fucking remember. And then Roy Jones, we all know what he looked like in his last 4 or 5 fights. He got knocked out in a couple of them, man. So I'm praying for both of these guys to stay healthy. I pray for their success and wealth. I really do, y'all. But I got to choose a winner. And if this fight is an expensive sparring match to where they ain't really trying to hurt each other and, they just dancing and popping each other around, then I'm going with Roy Jones Jr. all day. Because, of course, he was and still is the better pure boxer. But if Mike Tyson comes out and presses the issue to where he's getting up in his chest and he's, doing that shit and throwing the double left hooks and the uppercuts and shit with no headgear and 12-ounce gloves, Roy Jones going to sleep, y'all, in 5. Mike in 5. I got Mike winning this fight in 5 rounds because I do think he has something to prove. And I don't think this is a money, a cash grab. I don't think they're doing this for money, and I still don't understand why Roy Jones would even take this fight. I really don't, because my favorite fighter of all time is Bernard Hopkins, a man who didn't duck any smoke. But it still pains me and hurts me to this day to see that man get knocked out of the fucking ring, hit his head on the back of the bell, on where like the little judges with the score, where they judge the scorecard at with the little bell. He hit his head on the back of the bell, and he was so discombobulated, y'all, to the point where he was saying that he got pushed out the ring. No, motherfucker, you got knocked out the ring. And I pray to God that Mike Tyson doesn't do the same to Roy Jones, but it is what it is. I'm not sure why Roy Jones is still fighting. Roy, you're my favorite commentator of all time. Why don't you go sign a deal with Showtime or somebody with PBC so we can get you on the telecast with Andre Ward and all these other dudes on ESPN or wherever? I don't give a damn where you go. But this ain't it, man. I don't think you should step in there with Mike Tyson tonight, man. Why does he keep doing this to himself, y'all? But maybe Mike could take it light on him, but I don't see it because Mike Tyson got something to prove. And he's already came out and said he want Evander Holyfield next. And he look like he in phenomenal shape for his age. So we'll just have to wait and see, man. But once again, y'all drop a comment below and let me know who y'all choosing tonight. Iron Mike, Roy Jones. Of course, Iron Mike is the baddest man on the planet still in my eyes to this day, even if he ain't been fighting, man. Ain't nobody trying to get hit by Mike Tyson. Ain't nobody. And once again, it's your boy E-Thriller. I'm signing off, and I'll be back on tonight with my post-fight analysis. I'll holla.